Hello, and welcome to Tea Time with Toodles and Book Time with Toodles. This is going to be one video for both of my channels. I just got through finishing the book. What was it called? Worry. W-O-R-R-Y. Worry. I literally loved that book. And so I just got back from my local library and I turned it in. And I saw this one book and I thought, man, this is going to be a good book to read. That's what I said. So I read the synopsis of the book. And I was reading it and I was like, this is going to be a good book. I'm sorry if I'm not actually. I'm trying to write the names of these books down because I like to make my little tags so I know them. I don't know if I have any of these on Goodreads, on my list for Goodreads. I'm hoping I do, but if I don't, that's okay. Okay, the first one I have, and I'm not going to say I want to buy these books yet until I know I literally read them, but with some synopsis. The first one is called Any Other Girl. It says here, in the past, drawing attention to herself, help distract people from what really makes Kat different, having two gay parents, but it also cost her friendship. Kat can't afford to lose any more of those, especially not her own cousin, Harper. They spend one last summer together at the lake, where they run into an interesting newcomer named Emmett Reese. After years of trying to prove she's just like everybody else, Kat has found someone who wants her because she's not a boy or could be anything she wants to. If Harper hadn't liked him first. And it's by Rebecca Phillips. Her and her cousin is basically in love with the same guy, and they both want him, so I'm assuming they're going to fight over Emmett Reese. So I have an uncle named Emmett I've never met on my husband's side. So this book is the first book I'm going to read out of it. And honestly, I can't wait to get started on that book. The second book, OMG, I saw the cover of the book. It's by Tara Altebrando. And I'm like, okay, the cover sounded interesting. There's two other books. I think this is a book series book. It's called The Opposite of Her. Opposite of Her. And there's two other ones on the back. Let me read the synopsis on this one. Hold on a second. I gotta sit up a little bit better. It's lumpy. There's no hiding on the cruise ship, not even from yourself. Natalie's parents are taking her and her three best friends on a cruise for her 17th birthday. A sail, I imagine they call it, but it's only been a few short months since Natalie's boyfriend died in a terrific accident, and she wants to be anywhere but here. Then she meets a guy on the first night, and sparks fly. Ooh. After the moonlight conversation on a scheduled deck of the ship, Natalie poops down into her cabin to get her swimsuit on so they can go for a dip in the pool. Well, not pool, but for a dip. He said makes her think he might have fallen. Jump, no, jump, nor he could have. But why does her friends think she's crazy for waiting to make sure he's okay? Also, why do they seem to be hiding something from her? And how can she find him when she doesn't even know his name? Most important, why is the captain on the intercom announcing urgent need for a head check? With her signature thrilling storytelling, the author of Leaving and Possible Explorers. So she's got some other books on here, and I think this is like a book series, so if it is, it's gonna be interesting. She meets a guy on the cruise, and now she can't find the guy that she met. She doesn't even know his name. Like, ooh, girl. The other one is The Drowning Summer. The Drowning Summer. Once you start speaking to the dead, you cannot stop. That is no lie. 6 years ago, three Long Island teenagers were murdered. Their drowning bodies discovered with sand dollars placed over their eyes, and the mystery of the drowning summer was never solved. But as far as the town considered, Evelyn McKenzie's father did it. Changes were dropped. Oh, sorry. His charges were dropped only because Evelyn submitted a ghost to clear his name. She were never to call a spirit again. She lied. For generations, Mina's and the family has used the open powers to guide the dead and to their final resting place. But as sea leaving Marine has been shut out of the family business. When her former friend Evelyn performs another summing that goes horribly wrong, the two girls must uncover who was really behind the drowning summer murders and navigate their growing attentions before the line between life and death dissolves for good. So, sounds interesting. And I was looking at this book and I was reading the Sinatra, and a teenage girl asked me, she goes, Christine Lynn Herman, she goes, that's a good author. I read it, but I have not read that book. And she says, are you going to check it out? And I was like, I'll check it out. When I'm done with it, I'll let you know. And you can read the book. So, this next one, I believe, is a black author. And if you're not friends with her, go check out Shaughnessy. She's amazing. I love when she goes to the library and does her library books. I just watched the video on her this morning. shopping haul video where she went to the library and checked out some books, and she was talking about how she saw a book in front that was by a black author sitting up front. Actually, I think it was in Barnes and Nobles, but this one was in the library up front, and I replaced it with another book. This is by the poet ex Elizabeth Acevedo, Acevedo. It's With the Fire on High. I think this is a black author that actually reads this book. I've had so many people been talking about what is that book's name? Mixtape by Brittany Cherry, and I have to order that book from the library. I was going to my library to see if they had it, and they didn't have it. They looked in the card catalog. They did not have it at the library. I'd have to go on their website and check it out, and I was like, not today. But I got this book. I think it's by a black author. I'm not for sure. I will check it out when I get on Goodreads. It says here, ever since she got pregnant, freshman year, Emma's signature life has been about making the tough decision, doing what has to be done for her daughter and her ideal. The one place she can let all that goes in the kitchen. There she lets her hands tell her what to cook, listening to her inspirations and adding a little something magical every turning her food into sight of godness. Evelyn, though she always dreams of working in a kitchen, from the gratitude emotion knows that it's not worth her time, the purpose, the impossible. Yes, despite the rules she makes for her life. And every time she rules which she confused to play by, one emotion starts cooking. Her only choice is to let her recent feedbacks. She wants to be a chef, she wants to cook for people, and she wants feedback. Besides having her daughter give her feedback. So those are the 4 books I checked out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you go to the library and check out books before buying them, as well as I do a video and let us know. Till next time. Bye, guys.